Massive, massive news coming out of the press conference. And honestly, I didn't know how they were going to play this. They have played it a certain way. I do feel like this is a story that is still going to evolve. I don't feel like we got all the answers here. But let's take a walk through this and talk about how we feel about it. So basically, we had Bianca and Rhea and a really interesting announcement about WWE Speed, a new show, a new format that's coming to X, which I'm actually really excited about, but now is not the time. Anyway, The Rock came out, Seth was out there, Roman was out there. And honestly, the crowd were pretty split. Some were chanting for Cody. Some were saying Cody sucks. Some were with Rocky. Some were saying Rocky sucks. There was a moment, though, where there was a big "We want Cody" chant. And The Rock even said, like, let me introduce you to the Cody crybabies, right? But he said, look, you can like this, you can hate this, but you're going to respect this. And they put the Bloodline graphic up on screen. So this is the Bloodline. This is Roman's family, Yokozuna's family, Rikishi's family, The Rock's family, the Usos family. Like, this is the Bloodline. And basically, Roman said he wanted to face The Rock. He said that Cody had messed this up, and so he was going to take charge, and he wanted The Rock. So it looked like we were getting Rock and Roman. And Rock was basically saying, look at this. There is not a bigger main event for WrestleMania than me and Roman. And I got to tell you, at that point, the crowd booed. The crowd booed. And so it seemed like you can see the graphics, Roman on one side, Rock on the other. So it felt like it was heading that way, but of course we hadn't heard from Cody Rhodes. And so out came Cody. Cody came out onto the stage and said, this right here is BS. This is BS. It's not your choice to make, Roman. It's my choice to make. And he said to The Rock, I've spoke to a lot of people and I have made up my mind. And he said that he would face Roman at WrestleMania. Roman versus Cody is where we are right now. But the reason why I have to say where we are right now is because I don't think Cody fans should go too heavy with the celebrations, because this really feels like a story, like a situation that has got many chapters, many twists, many turns. We thought we were going to get the big definitive answer. I feel like we sort of did get an answer, but I do not feel confident that this is the end of that journey at all, right? At all. So Cody comes out and basically says, like, you know, you two, like, hijacking this, like your grandfathers would be ashamed. And this really sparked a reaction. So basically The Rock then obviously embarrassed at building towards this match that he was going to have with Roman. He steps up, gets in the face of Cody, and he says, listen, if you say anything about his forefathers, right? If you say anything about his ancestors, you're talking about mine as well. And all of a sudden, look at this. Rock and Roman Reigns side by side. Right now, these two sold. Right now, we've even got some extra bits. If you don't fix it, we will. Wow, The Rock. So The Rock just walked past there. Triple H, and he said, what just happened was out of line. If you don't fix it, we will. And that fits perfectly with what we're talking about, because look at this now. It feels like we've got a union of Roman Rock. We were heading towards the match, but now we've got a union. And what a union this could be. Roman and Rock side by side. They just walked past Triple H and said, that was unacceptable. You need to fix it. And if you don't, we will. And actually, The Rock tried to fix it himself by slapping Cody. slapped Cody. Seth, who was out there because, of course, he was one of the options Cody could have chose, he started getting involved. There's been plenty of bad blood between him and Roman. This thing broke down into a big brawl. And so that's where we are right now. Right? That's where we are right now. This is huge. It's massive. It's the answer we were looking for. But I don't think that we are at the end of this journey by any means whatsoever. Feels like a tag match is going to happen at some point. I don't know when. But Rock and Roman against Seth and Cody very much feels like an option on the table. And also, I feel like Cody Roman looks like that could go down. It's hard to see how we get Rock Roman now, but I would expect this union to not last forever. And I think it will break apart. And I think we will then get Rock versus Roman. So my feelings on this are Cody Roman feels good for Mania. There's going to be a lot of very disappointed Rock fans. I think that that is a problem. I think there's going to be a backlash. I would say that I feel like there's a lot more to this story to come. There was at one point the idea, I think it was Erase Your Mind floated the idea of doing a fatal four-way and doing Seth and Cody and Roman and Rock. And honestly, there was a moment where it felt like it was going to go that way. So this is what they've come up with. The show has now come to an end. And my feelings on it are, I wanted the Roman-Cody match. I'm pleased that that's where we are right now. I'm not counting my chickens because I feel like there's a long way to go. I feel like the union of Roman and Rock is very, very interesting. And who knows what we actually end up with at WrestleMania. I mean, literally moments ago, it was Rock Roman. Now it is Roman Cody. I don't even want to look on social media because you know that is going to be a blaze. You know that social media is just going to be on fire. So yeah, this is a big, big talking point. I like it, but I wanted Cody in this position, and I could really understand a lot of very disappointed Rock fans this evening. This wasn't the way I would have gone, and this wasn't the fix. But they are running a different story to the one that I would tell. And I don't know where this leads. It's going to be an interesting journey.